cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a tango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eating, talking about.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and 12, Jones. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And the Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Back to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to have the football. Yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Jones in trouble, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's now a 7-2 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Rams 2.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Atwell now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Jones. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have the Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to get the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Here's Jones on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Still 9 remaining on second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Atwell now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 41, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys!
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 31, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 7-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Elliott running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll run for it with Akers. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it as a former defender. I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Touchdown! Allen Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 88 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again to Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Third and long for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
35, Rams 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.